Actually, what we've been saying, I'd like to clarify that Azhar is not a biopic. Yes, it is based on the real life events of Mohammad Azharuddin, but I'd call it a little more of a dramatized version of his life and the real incidents and events that did occur in his life. But yes, it's not essentially a biopic as such. I think it was absolutely wonderful playing Naureen, a real life character for the first time ever for me. I think putting a face to her on screen for the first time ever was the most interesting part for me, because she's someone who was never in the limelight. She's been a beautiful mystery, and I think the world knows Azhar, but this golden phase of his life when he was married to Naureen for about 9 years. She was just about 16 when she got married to him, and he was, I think, a few years older than her. So they were really young, and it was an arranged marriage in Hyderabad. I think this phase that nobody really knows anything about was the most interesting part for me, because the kind of research that went into it, bringing alive these people, and also I think personally, I've never really experienced Hyderabad as such. So through this film, the journey that I had, it sort of left quite an impact on me. I think Naureen has been by far the most difficult role that I've ever played. Firstly, because it's a real life character, someone who's actually never been in the limelight, and she's been such a private person. So yes, all the virtual information, about her, I think it was really difficult to actually form a whole role, a whole character based just on that limited information that I had. You generally play real life characters which have been some sort of celebrities. So you have maybe a sportsman, you maybe have a real life actor, or maybe a celebrity in another field, but it's always someone who's been popular in some way. With Naureen, she's been so guarded about her life that there was actually no information available about her. And yes, I think somewhere down the line I lost hope of even getting to meet her, because I was told that she's she's someone who's very, very private, and probably this meeting may not happen. But I did get a chance to meet her in Hyderabad, and that changed the world over for me. It changed everything in so many ways. So all of these notions that I had formed about Naureen in my mind, all these presumptions that I had, because yes, I was assuming that she would be of a certain kind of a person who, hails in the 80s and 90s and who lives in Hyderabad, who comes from a Muslim background. I thought that it must be so conservative, she must be a really shy person, very soft spoken, but a lot of those notions actually got clarified after actually meeting her. Another fantastic experience with Imran. He's painfully professional, and I think that's a very great thing that actually makes life so much easier for the rest of the team. He's very dedicated. Also, he's extremely calm and patient, and I think that's a very rare quality, for an actor to have. Also, he's the kind of person who wants his co-actor to shine in a scene as well, and I think that's so. I think it's a commendable quality in an actor, because you're usually very self-consumed, and you are you always want to look your best, and I think you're always only concentrating about everything is about you. But with him, I think that's another rare quality, because he wants everybody else in the scene also to shine, to look good, to do well, and I think that's what actually makes us look so great on screen together, because we really complement each other. The familiarity that we have, because we've done Once Upon a Time in Mumbai, I think that really did help us in this film, because both these roles were so difficult for us. The kind of research, the kind of work that went into him playing Azhar, I know the kind of preparation that he's gone through, and how much time and effort he's put into it. So yes, while he was working hard at all of that, and I was trying to figure out what Naureen is like and putting my efforts into this role, this familiarity that we shared, it brought us on the same page, and which is why he could be that character and I could be the character that I'm supposed to be. Usually when you work with someone for the first time who you don't know, I think you spend a little bit of time still getting to know each other and trying to be on the same page as them, and that I think takes a little bit of time for you to get into sync with each other. But in this one, I think it was like cakewalk. Nargis and I hit it off instantly. The first time we met on the sets, I think we were the loudest. We laugh at all of each other's jokes, and we have such a blast together. It's really fun. It's been really fun shooting with her. And I just think I love the unabashed nature that she has. I think that's a wonderful quality to have. It was unreal getting back with the Rock On team. I just feel like Rock On has been a film which is ahead of its time, and with Rock On Part 2, it's not your usual sequels. So I just think it's fantastic to be back with the team, and also who would have thought that after all these years, we'll have this story to tell about the people, the characters that we left off in the first part. So this is a continuation of that of sorts, and we're reprising all our roles. I just think it's one of those rare opportunities that an actor can have, and it's been so special anyway being a part of the first film, which became a sort of a cult. And we have very few films which are based on rock music. So this time it was even more special because we shot in Shillong, which is like the rock capital. And it was so weird and freaky at times because the way that we were bonding, we all know each other in all these years. Of course, we haven't really, been able to keep in touch on a very regular basis. I mean, because of the kind of schedules that we have. But when we got back on the sets of Rock On, I think the freaky part was nobody could figure if it's these real life people who are bonding, or it's the characters in the film that are bonding, because in the film we share such a close friendship with everybody, and in real life as well. I think we have like a fabulous camaraderie. So I just think it was so much fun. It didn't feel like work. It actually felt like a parallel life that we actually have, and I think it's something that's always going to stay with me. Apart from Azhar, there is Rock On 2, which comes out in November this year. There's another very interesting film that I think is going to be greenlit very, very soon. But I think the official announcement for that will be made not before another 2 or 3 weeks. I think I owe a lot to Balaji, because they gave me their first break. They gave me my first break. The first show that I did was a Balaji show. And who would have thought that a 17-year-old will be put in a role like this, which was way beyond my own years. But I just think it was an opportunity of a lifetime, because it really made all of us household names, and I can't be any more grateful. So I think it's been a wonderful relationship all through these years, and yes, I think they will always wish the best for me, just like I'll always wish the best for them. I really like the fact that people on television are experimenting right now. There are so many new, I think, different kinds of opportunities that are opening up, and which is fantastic. I like how people are, making these finite series or the short series. So you can do like different genres in that. You can do different kinds of shows, and there's a wonderful team that is attached to that. Of course, we had Mr. Bachchan himself do one of them. Anil Kapoor, is in 24, and I think it's commendable to have shows like that. So something like that would be very, very exciting and very interesting, because those are the kind of stories that make for fabulous, I think, shows. But you cannot have them in just 2.5 hours of film. So you require that kind of time, or that many episodes for it. And I think television is such a vast medium. The kind of reach that it has, I think it's phenomenal. So why not? That would be very exciting. Also, there are these various reality shows, today, which are so much fun. You could have a show of your own, or maybe judge something. I think all of that is a lot of fun, and something, it may be something new for me. But daily soaps, no. That's something I bid goodbye to when I did my first film, Rock On. Actually, to be honest, since I did my first film, Rock On, nobody's ever offered me a television show. Well, honestly, fitness and your skincare regime It's a bit of an effort, I will admit. So there are these days when I'm really tired and I may not look like this, as radiant as otherwise. So I think girls, you should make sure that you don't stress. Eat well. I think every 2 hours is the key, so that you can keep your metabolism up. It could be a very light snack that you have every 2 hours, but make sure that you don't like leave long gaps. Drink a lot of water, because anyway it's so hot. It's summer right now, and you really need to hydrate yourself. So have coconut water, have you know, just water, and yeah, keep hydrating yourself. Besides, don't apply too many products on your face. I think that's where we go a little wrong. So try to keep it as minimalistic as possible. And yeah, for your fitness, you know, you should try and squeeze in time in your daily routine. I know that sometimes it can get very hectic and very busy. Try and squeeze in at least 20 minutes or 30 minutes of any form of exercise, and whatever you enjoy. So, you know, maybe just dance on some music at home, or maybe do yoga if that really relaxes you. Just go for an early morning run if you don't have time for the gym, but like make up for it in some way. Yeah. I don't know if I'm someone who can actually be giving advice to them, because they're all so fabulous at what they do. But I think, yeah, if I can say something, I'd say that it's a wonderful time when you know, people are open to casting television actors, you know, in the bigger medium as well. And I think it's fantastic, because television actors are, I think, fabulous actors. And I'd just like to tell them that keep pursuing it, you know, I think just keep pursuing it, but yeah, play it very smartly, because I think playing it smart is the key. Yeah. I'd love to work with Anand L. Rai. I have enjoyed his films so much. You know, Tanu Weds Manu, and Queen. Oh my God, Queen was not his film, I'm sorry. Tanu Weds Manu and Ranjana, I think these have been like my all-time favorites. I can just keep watching them over and over again, and I think that repeat value is something. So I think Anand L. Rai definitely, and I think Imtiaz Ali is also one of my favorites, because Jab We Met, yeah. Wow, I've never thought of that. If a biopic was going to be made on me in the coming years, and who would I like to play my part? I think I should just play my own part. But don't you think that if I take anybody's name from like the current times, they will also get old by then? Like me, they will also age. So we should leave it on maybe the younger people who come in at that time. Maybe then I'll tell you who shall play the role. Hi, this is Prachi, and you're watching Biscuit.com.